for President Obama. For the last 30 years I've been writing in my music about the distance between the American dream and American reality. I've seen it from the inside and from the outside. I grew up, I was a blue-collar kid from a working-class home in Freehold, New Jersey, where my parents, often unsuccessfully, struggled to make ends meet. To my adult life, where I visited the Ninth Ward in New Orleans after Katrina, I met folks from food pantries all around the United States who work daily to help our struggling citizens through the hard times we've been suffering. The American dream and American reality. Our vote tomorrow is the one undeniable way we get to determine the distance in that equation. Tomorrow we get a personal hand in shaping the kind of America we want our kids to grow up in. I'm a husband and a dad. I got my lovely wife Patty here with me. We got 3 kids growing up and on their way out into the world. I'm 63. Patty is much younger. But we both lived through some galvanizing moments in American history. We lived through the civil rights struggle, the peace movement, the women's movement. We played in East Berlin 1 year before the fall of the Berlin Wall. We were with Amnesty International a year before the release of Nelson Mandela and the end of apartheid. These were days and times when you could feel the winds of change moving and you could feel the world shifting beneath your feet. And we both remember another galvanizing moment, the night that President Obama was elected. You dream and dream and dream about the kind of country you want to live in. And that's my business. That's what I write songs about. That's what I do. I write partly about an America that lives in our imagination. And it was an evening when the hope of your heart felt fulfilled. When you could feel all those locked doors of the past being blown open. And you could feel new and unimaginable possibilities. Things I didn't think I would live to see. And yes, you could feel fresh hope and you could feel the winds of change. Today, we have another battle. Now we are charged with the hard daily struggle to make those possibilities, those changes real and enduring in a world that challenges your hopefulness, in a world that is often brutally resistant to change. We've lived through that struggle over the past 4 years when the forces of the opposition have been so tireless. I stood with President Obama 4 years ago, and I'm proud to be standing here with him today. Because I am thankful for the historic advances in healthcare. I'm thankful for a more regulated Wall Street that will begin to protect our citizens from the blind greed of those who overreach. My dad worked on a Ford assembly line when I was a kid, and I'm thankful that we have a president that had faith in the automobile industry. And that General Motors is today making cars. What else would I write about? I wouldn't have a job. I'm thankful that we have a decisive president working hard to keep America safe. And I'm appreciative of the fact that, as promised, he has ended the war in Iraq and is bringing the war in Afghanistan to a close. I'm here today because I'm concerned about women's rights and health issues, both at home and around the world. I don't have to tell you about the dangers to Roe versus Wade under our opponents' policies. I'm also troubled by 30 years of an increasing disparity in wealth between our best-off citizens and our everyday Americans. is a disparity that threatens to divide us into two distinct and separate nations, and we have to be better than that. Finally, I'm here today because I lived long enough to know that the future is rarely a tide rushing in. It's often a slow march, inch by inch, day after long day, little victory by little victory. We're in the midst of those long days right now. And I know that President Obama feels those days in his bones for all 100% of us, and he's going to live those days with us. President Obama ran last time as a man of hope and change. And you hear a lot of talk about how things are different now. But I don't think things are different. They're just real, and it's crunch time. The president's job, our job, yours and mine, whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, independent, rich, poor, black, brown, white, gay, straight, a soldier or a civilian, is to keep that hope alive. That hope alive and combats the cynicism and apathy. You've got to believe in our power to change our lives and the world we live in. That's what we have. So, let's go to work tomorrow, the day after that, and the day after that. Those are the really important days. Let's re-elect President Barack Obama to carry our standing towards the America we hold in our hearts. This is a song, I'm going to dedicate this to the president. This is called Land of Hope and Dreams.